Violence in prisons across Canada has increased so sharply that the Correctional Ombudsman is warning of potential mass disturbances in penitentiaries. According to the Correctional Service of Canada, physical assaults on prison staff increased by 189%. We're talking about years between 2014 and 2023. For a closer look at the sharp rise in violence, we are joined by Globe and Mail reporter Patrick White. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you on. What is the reason behind the increase in violence?
Well, it's complex. It really depends on who we ask. The person who really brought this to my attention was the Correctional Ombudsman, Ivan Zinger. He has pointed to a lack of programming, both recreational, educational programming. The shutdowns during COVID really affected the prisons, so that there are essentially just mass lockdowns at federal prisons across the country. Things like recreational programs, book clubs, everything you can imagine was not available. And to a certain extent, a lot of those programs haven't come back. So it's kind of created this tension in the prisons where inmates are just really unhappy. Now, if you talk to the correctional union, the union representing correctional officers, it's a very different picture. They say drones bringing in drugs, methamphetamine, fentanyl, and weapons are the cause here. Drones are coming into prisons. It's just incredible. They're coming in pretty much every second day.
I find that really fascinating too, because we have covered that on our show a little bit. But the fact that they're using these drones, so walk us through how that happens. Using drones, you're saying every second day?
Yeah, so the union representing correctional officers has actually told its members to monitor how often these drones are coming in, and sometimes they're coming in 4 or 5 times a day to a single prison in Canada, bringing packages that are worth upwards of $200,000. That's fentanyl, that's methamphetamine, and what is almost more concerning is they're bringing in weapons that they've never seen in prisons before, ceramic weapons, which kind of evade a lot of metal detection within the prisons. And that's the kind of weapons that go through their knife-proof vests and everything, like butter, one guy told me. So that's really concerning for staff safety.
Off the top of this, I said mass disturbances. The Ombudsman is warning of mass disturbances if this violence inside prison continues to escalate. So when we talk about mass disturbances, what exactly are we talking about?
Yeah, well, it could be any manner of things, but we're talking, you know, and if you've ever watched a prison movie, we're talking riots, fires, hostage takings, all of the above. He's really saying that the conditions are there to lead up to this. I mean, we had in 1971, there's a riot at Kingston Penitentiary over a loss of recreational programming at that prison when it was operating. So, and there was a royal commission subsequent to that that pointed out all these conditions leading up to a riot. Ivan Zinger is basically saying that some of those conditions now exist in the prison system.
You've done such extensive research on this and reporting on this. What stood out the most to you?
You know, it was really hearing from the union about the new reality that they're facing with drones. They're actually asking for extra staff in some cases to just monitor the skies, essentially, for drones. They're asking for radar technology to monitor the skies for drones. It has really changed the reality, it seems, inside a lot of Canadian institutions for the worse.
Patrick White, we appreciate you taking the time to talk us through that today. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.